power of the words coming out of your mouth, even whispered at low volume, have the ability to shake a nation. How the Spirit fills a 2-minute tour, day 3 of Shelach, Lecha, send for yourself. Let's one more time go back to Numbers or Bamidbar, chapter number 13, dropping down now to verse number 31. It says, "But the men who had gone up with him said, 'We are not able to go up against the people, for they're stronger than we.' And they gave the children of Israel an evil report of the land which they had spied out, saying, 'The land through which we have gone as spies is a land eating up its inhabitants. And all the people whom we saw in it are men of great size.'" He said all of them. Is that true? "And we saw there the Nephilim, sons of Anak of the Nephilim, and we were like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and so we were in their eyes." Now chapter 14, verse 1 and following says, "Then all the congregation lifted up their voices and cried, and the people wept that night. And all the children of Israel grumbled against Moshe and against Aaron, and all the congregation said to them, 'If only we had died in the land of Mitzrayim, or if only we had died in this wilderness. And why is Yahweh bringing us to this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and children should become a prey? Would it not be better for us to turn back to Mitzrayim?'" Words have the ability to create life and light and that which is encouraging and constructive. But we all know the negative power and influence of words as well. Maybe you're someone who grew up with those that were negative. Your parents may have been berating or discouraging or despondent themselves and just passed on a very negative environment of a home life for you. I'm sure we've all worked a job where someone was not very encouraging as a boss or supervisor. Situations that describe for us a futile environment and future are undergirded by what we hear, by the words that come out of people's mouths. And we learn this behavior and pass it on ourselves. How easy it is to find ourselves mumbling and grumbling, whether it's at the guy or the lady in front of you on the highway that is just impeding your progress. We've all known some road rage at times. Had a little this morning myself. Those that you cast a vision, you cast a desire, this is what we can do, this is how we can achieve it, and someone throws a verbal monkey wrench in your plans. You have a grand design for some vacation or expenditure or improvement in your home, and a spouse doesn't get on the same page with you. Mumbling, grumbling, it's too easily learned a habit. The thing is, Yah hears every word that's coming out of our mouths, whether someone else does or not. And why is it that we feel that verbally expressing the discontent and the agitation inside is going to make us feel any better? If we think about it, the reason that it comes out of our mouth is that we are trying to influence someone or some atmosphere. We're trying, whether it's conscious or probably more subconscious, we're trying to influence and control the arena and atmosphere in which we are operating. We are announcing things. Because, again, whether we're thinking this through or not, we inwardly at least, understand words have creative power. That's not the ability to, blab it and grab it and name it and claim it and that kind of thing. To where we use Scripture almost as an incantation to demand that the Most High perform according to our will. Don't go there. But these 10 men, it says that they chose to bring an evil report of the land that Yah had promised. Now, I have a question, and it could be argued that the men that were carrying the large cluster of grapes was none other than Yehoshua and Caleb, because they wanted the people to see. But let's think a minute. It's not named that they're not named as doing so. Those that were carrying the grapes, what was the reason for bringing back the produce of the land? If it was a land that could not be inhabited or gained by Israel, why bring back a visual evidence at all of anything pertaining to the land? In other words, the fruit that they were carrying, they did not believe that they were capable of obtaining. In other words, we snuck this out. We stole this. And this is all the fruit you'll ever see of that land, because we can't go in there. Now, they even went so far as to say that all the people were giants. That's not so. Yes, there were Nephilim there. But that's not the entire inhabitants of the place. And Israel has already been promised. Yah has said, I will go in before you and I will drive these people out. You come in and do the mop-up operations. And when they hide, I'll send in the Sirah, the hornet, in there and drive them out from their hiding place. Matter of fact, if we go over to the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, and verse number 8 and following says this, But you, Israel, are my servant, Yaakov, whom I've chosen, the descendants of Abraham who love me, whom I have strengthened from the ends of the earth and called from its farthest parts, and said to you, You are my servant, I have chosen you and have not rejected you. Here's a command, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not look around, for I am your Elohim. I shall fortify you. I shall also help you. I shall also uphold you with the right hand of my righteousness. See, all those who raged against you, Iran, are ashamed and blush. They are as non-existent, and the men who strive with you perish. You seek them, but do not find them. Those who struggle with you, those who fight you, are as non-existent as nothing. That's Yah's declaration to his people and to us. We're all going to face those situations that are overwhelming, that leave us filled with dread and anxiety. That's life. Life happens to the best of us, to all of us. That said, the question is, what's going to come out of our mouth? Are we going to bless him? Or are we going to curse? Are we going to mumble and grumble? Or are we going to whisper his name? We influence that which is around us, especially the people that are around us. We must remain aware that what comes out of our mouth and the attitude that accompanies it has the ability to shape not only the spiritual arena, but those who are standing with us. Be positive, be encouraging, but be beyond all things believing that what Yah has said he would do, he is absolutely going to do. no matter how large the impediment or the wall of resistance is that stands in the way. Be encouraged, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Till then, shalom.